We talk about nursing, bullying, and lateral violence and incivility, but this is much more insidious. This is not just, incivility or bullying or harassment. There's racism here.
The claim that Don Quenick brought was brought under a part of the United States Code that goes back to just after the Civil War and
Right.
the Civil Rights Act of 1866. And, that law states that came after the abolition of slavery. But the idea was, well, so people can no longer be enslaved, but if they can't participate in commerce, if they can't make contracts and get contracts enforced, then so this law basically said, anybody in the United States has the same rights for contracts and enforcing them, et cetera, as a white citizen. And so, the claim was that the hospital and that people at the hospital targeted Don Quenick because of her race and retaliated against her because she complained about being discriminated against. In U.S. federal court, about 1% of cases filed, civil cases filed, ever get to trial. People reach a settlement or it gets dismissed for various reasons, or you get summary judgment where the judge says, okay, we're not going to trial, but these are my findings and this is where we end it. So getting to trial was significant. I think the trial itself came down to this two competing visions of what's nursing and what does a nurse do. And, the hospital's continued claim is that, what nurses do is, very, very narrowly prescribed, and we really don't think of the larger context.